We'll start with Coach Guttin's opening statement, then we'll take questions for the student athletes. I will dismiss the student athletes, and then we'll have questions for Coach Guttin. Please remember to say your name and your affiliation before asking the question. Coach Guttin.
Give credit to Stony Brook. I mean, they put a big inning on, and that hadn't really been done to us all year. And you know, they stayed disciplined and got some key hits, so you got to give them a lot of credit. Our guys kept battling, and we had a good opportunity there in the last inning with some really good hitters at the plate, and their guy made some great pitches at the end.
Thank you, Coach. And we'll take questions for the student athletes.
Wendell Scranton from the Springfield News Leader. Cody, can you just talk about the 7th inning? It appeared that you just kind of ran out of steam there, or did you feel yourself wearing down?
I mean, you can't really blame the heat like that, and you'd be prepared for it. But yeah, towards that later stretch of the game, I just felt like my legs were slowly giving out. I just tried to keep bottoming through it and keep making pitches, but unfortunately I missed a few spots, and Stony Brook and hit, and they put it to me.
Is it a deal in the heat where you just all of a sudden lose it without much warning sometimes?
Yeah, I guess you'd say that.
Brock, can you just talk about the lead? Did you ever feel safe though, even though you had a 5-run lead?
Not really. I mean, I felt good when Cody was out there. Felt like he was going to compete enough, but we didn't play defense behind him. So, I mean, we probably deserved it, but you got to score more. After the 2nd inning, you're not going to win games like that. So, Stony Brook did a good job. They competed the whole game and slowly came back into it and put up a big inning on us.
Yeah, Brock, I guess you talked about defense. Really hurt you guys early and made his pitch count build up as well, as long as allowing the runs.
Yeah, I mean, you can't blame all defense. We should have scored more runs than that. We're better than that, but if we get there's 2 balls right next to the bag, we get one of those into a double play. Cody's out of the inning, and instead of him wearing down a little more, but there's a
I was going to say, is it just tough emotionally after your last game? I mean, it's going to be hard feeling.
Yeah, I mean, there's nobody out there than Cody. So, Pierce Petrie did a good job all year, but this guy right here probably, I mean, locating wise, battling, probably did a better job than anybody.
Cody, I know it's tough to see a season end, but kind of put it in a nutshell, how you recall this season in the months ahead?
I don't think there's any other way to put it besides it was a phenomenal season. From the start all the way through, I mean, really, hitters battled the entire year. The defense was right behind the pitchers. Of course, today getting that big lead in the first was nice. I didn't do as good a job as I should, but there's not another team in the NCAA that I'd rather be a part of.
We have time for 2 more questions for student athletes.
Brock, I guess a lot of seniors on the team, a lot of guys, some juniors that won't be back. I mean, just summarize what it's been like. So this ride's been like for you.
It's been great. I've had a great 2 years here. I think I've had a productive 2 years here, and you always try to leave a program better than when you got here. And I think all the juniors that are leaving, all the seniors that are leaving, I think you can definitely tell from the year before we got here that we've progressed as a team, progressed as a program.
Yeah, as far as the young guys coming back, I mean, you think things are headed in a real good direction?
I think it's headed in a real good direction. I mean, we've seen them all year do well under pressure, hang right up there with us, and I think this program's only going to go up. I mean, it's a great program to be a part of, and I think the tradition will continue.
Thank you, Brock. Cody, you're dismissed.
Coach, Walter Villa from Newsday. Can you talk about your thoughts on Stony Brook, a team from the America East Conference, number 4 seed, and what were your thoughts on how they performed?
Well, I think coming in, and I told their coach before the tournament started, I thought they were the best 4 seed in the country. And I told our team, and they believed me, that seeds don't matter. That there's only good teams in this tournament.
Coach, David Ferrons, College Baseball Insider. If you just talk about the character of the guys on this team, and obviously you have brought tearing up. I had a very emotional moment right now.
Well, they competed all year, really, really well. You know, we a lot of older guys are pretty even keeled. After a tough loss in the regular season, they'd always come back and win. Tough loss first round of the conference tournament, came back and won. Tough loss 2-1 the first night here, came back and won. So I think that tells you a lot about their character.
Lyndall Scranton, Springfield News Leader. Cody's day, it just seemed like he lost it quickly before you could really get anybody going in the bullpen.
Well, I think the heat was a factor, Lyndall. You're right. I mean, he looked good, but you know, we let him, you know, throw some extra pitches with some balls plays we should have made, and that's always a factor. But you know, they hung in there, and you know, you got to give their long reliever a lot of credit. I mean, he goes 6 2/3 and kept them close, and we didn't do much after that. So, not the cleanest game we played, but Stony Brook played better.
So even though you're leading 5-2 or 7-2, do you ever get a comfortable feeling at all in this game?
Well, I mean, it would have been, you know, in the other games we were in that situation, we were able to tack runs on. We just never did anything more. But you know, I mean, our pitching staff has been phenomenal all year. You feel good about them, but you know, today it just didn't happen.
Going to the bullpen in the 7th, Tyler just couldn't locate.
Yeah. Couldn't locate.
Go to Shanahan there, matchup-wise, right on right, pretty much the calling card there.
Yeah, you know, the thing he's going to do is, you know, for the most part, you know, is throw strikes. And, you know, he's got their guy 0-2, and he just made a mistake, and the guy hit it.
We have time for 2 more.
Yeah, just your recollections of this team down the road. How do you think you'll look back on this particular team?
Well, I mean, you want to play in a regional. They played well the first 2 nights. Didn't play as well today, but had some great kids, and several of them are going to go on and play. And I thought they represented the university very well.
Do you have a final question? Or good?
I'm good for now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.